Night of Champions continues because tonight we shift our focus into the legendary game known as Fortnite. Tonight, it is a free-for-all battle to determine who's going to be the next solos champion, and it will be a very important feat to make, but it's going to be a very hard accomplishment nevertheless. Hello again, everybody, here at Games on a Major Man, alongside with Crispy. Crispy, you have a lot of experience when it comes to Fortnite. How confident are you in with these members here tonight?
Oh, I'm very confident. We got some new people coming in. Squeezy should be in the game. I think he's the anonymous guy. We have always Kai2 Crazy, who I believe is undefeated in all tournaments, correct?
That is correct. Kai2 Crazy does have an undefeated streak when it comes to being here anonymous. I should say an EON Network, but anonymous, of course, who I'm spectating right now. Is that the person you were mentioning?
Yes, that was.
So, of course, it looks like he joins us for the very first time tonight, but I wanted to say that there's actually other people joining us for the very first time tonight. Look at this, Crispy with a shot right there to one of the anonymous members. I was going to say that there are many other members who are joining us for the very first time, of course, very, very gleeful over the fact that we are inviting just about every single person that is able to be in this game. We're going to get to that in a minute, but let's talk strategy here, Crispy. When it comes to a solos championship, you know for a fact there's going to be a lot of butterflies. What would you want to do to try to maybe withstand that?
You two really be calm and collected during these games, because there are obviously going to be players that are better than you. That's what I like to combat. Like, I know Kai2 Crazy, I know Mist, I know these guys are better than me, but you have to find out ways that you can just attack these guys. You have to knock them down, figure out, use your explosive, use your heals correctly, and not panic in these situations. And just, you have to stay calm.
You have to be very strategic, not just that, but also, as you said, you have to also be very, very careful when it comes to maneuvering every single moment in this match. And Crispy and Anonymous, the last two standing right now, and also actually Mist involved too, and Mist now taking a lot of damage, and Mist landing on his feet, and it looks like the Anonymous just got eliminated moments ago, which means now it's come down to this, Mist and Crispy one-on-one to determine who's going to get the first round win. Remember, folks, when it comes to Fortnite here in this game tonight, to determine the champion, whoever has the most amount of round wins out of 10 rounds it is, will officially become the champion. Now, you might be wondering, well, what about Echo? Echo's the champion on Fortnite. Well, that is correct. Fortnite champion, of course, well, I should say Echo is also a Fortnite champion. He actually will get the chance to defend his championship against the winner of tonight's championship to crown the ultimate crown champion within a couple of weeks live on EON Network, which I cannot wait for that, to determine who officially is the champion on Fortnite solos. And Crispy and Y and Mist. You know, Mist and Crispy, good friends, and we understand that, again, Mist has been asking for this night exclusively behind the scenes. And can you believe that? Crispy, it looks like something just happened that led to your downfall. Mist got the first victory there. What happened?
I tried to use my C4s and I blew up myself and I fell.
Good play, good play.
That was absolutely incredible. In the mind of what we just saw, literally, that was absolutely incredible. And you talked about strategy, and that right there was picture-perfect strategy coming from a man named Mist, who could be the next champion.
Yeah, Mist is playing really well. He's really showing why he's a definitive character in EON. He really, yeah, this could be a really interesting night, because I feel like Mist would be a challenger to maybe break Kai's winning streaks. This would be very interesting to watch this game night.
And that's the thing, there's got to be extra motivation when it comes to Mist. Let's not think, literally over the past month or so, Mist has been asking and pleading and lobbying for EON Network to present its own Fortnite event again. And finally he gets the chance to do that, as Nugget is in the game as well. And speaking about new members, new acquisitions, that is of course Jim Kent321, who joins us for the very first time tonight. Many new acquisitions, many great superstars joining us here, part of EON Network, and that's what it's all about. New faces here, fresh new stars to really start their own legacy here on EON Network. And I'll tell you, it really is important for tonight for one of these guys to continue or start their own legacy so they can start off with a very, very incredible way in 2025.
Yeah, that was my goal when I first joined EON. I was trying to become, as Anonymous just eliminated Nugget, I was trying to become a really good Fortnite competitor, and I got to a championship. I think it was postponed though, and it never really happened, but that's fine. I probably wasn't gonna win that anyways, but I got to where I wanted to, and a lot of these guys have the potential to do that. You're mentioning Nugget, you're mentioning Anonymous, Mist, Kai. These are a lot of really good players you haven't really seen in Fortnite before, so we have new high-level gameplay, and this is very interesting as we are just growing and developing.
And Anonymous now getting shot down moments ago. Looks like he continues to build upward. I wouldn't really sell you too short there, Crispy. I think you have a lot of skills when it comes to Fortnite. Perhaps maybe one day you will actually end up becoming a champion as Anonymous now begins to re-aid himself here in this battle that, of course, the title is up for grabs, hangs in the balance, so to speak. Perhaps maybe one of these guys are really going to love this. I say perhaps, but in reality, actually, it will be. These guys will absolutely love the fact that they have a title.
Ooh, Miss is going down.
Exactly. Miss got a number of shots there. It looks like he lost a significant amount of health, but he's still alive, and very smart and wise of him to stay out of harm's way and to make sure that he's going to re-aid himself, and that was very smart of the guy. Miss now turning his attention. Is he going to win the second round here tonight? Will he actually do it for 2 times in a row?
Yeah,
and
Miss
look at Anonymous.
Really well.
And, well, if I were to ask you, I mean, I'm going to put you in the hot seat here. I mean, if you were to choose, who do you think is going to become the champion?
As Miss just gets shot by Anonymous. So this would be very interesting. As Miss won last round, Anonymous just got a very big kill on Miss. We have Anonymous. Well, we have 2 Anonymouses getting. It's gonna be very interesting to see kind of what's gonna happen. I'm leaning towards Miss here just because I know him personally, but I don't want to be biased. Anyway, I'm seeing these Anonymous just gets a kill on Anonymous. So Anonymous, you don't want to leave the Anonymouses out, Adrian.
And, well, the Anonymous 260 apparently actually did indeed win this first round, and eventually after the game we're going to have to really determine their gamer tag so we can actually give them the credit they deserve. But as of now, Fortnite is showing Anonymous on their end. Although I do want to say here, when it comes to a game like this, it really does, of course, mean the world to these guys. I mean, all these great competitors who are indeed competing tonight, these guys are doing a wonderful job. And Crispy, would you, of course, agree here that for this matchup tonight, it would be very important for these guys to really be focused?
Yes, you have to be focused. Like every single game night you'll be focused, but this game night has a little bit more oomph to it. This is a game night where you can qualify for a 1v1 against Echo, and we all know that's what everyone wants, so everyone strives to do, and we've seen it a lot in the past. These guys get the 1v1 and they just bail. They don't really come, and I feel like these guys are very committed, so this will be very interesting to see these guys come to the game night, and that's what I want to see. I want to see these guys show up.
Great participation, obviously, and you mentioned it. You hit the nail on the head. Obviously, Echo, the champion, he's going to be waiting at the end of the tunnel to face the other champion, whomever that may be here tonight. Of course, champion versus champion. First time ever that's going to be happening.
Yeah.
The bright lights of EON Network. Of course, one of these guys, though, obviously would love to at least reach that feat first, to become a champion on EON Network, to really put that on their accolades. And that is Anonymous 260. I heard moments ago behind the scenes here that actually, ladies and gentlemen, is Kai2Crazy. Kai2Crazy has been absolutely phenomenal ever since his debut in EON Network. Kai2Crazy has been absolutely crazy, and I'll tell you why. Ever since he first joined, he's won every single battle. He's won every single matchup. It missed with a shotgun, though, to Kai2Crazy, but the point I was trying to make was that Kai2Crazy, indeed, of course, was able to win every single matchup on Fortnite and Rocket League and also Halo, and I'll tell you, it really actually leads to a very good legacy for the guy, as Kent just got eliminated moments ago. Crispy, it looks like you're getting bombarded with shots right now.
I am.
Couple of your bills disintegrating, and Anonymous 261 this time. Shotgunning Crispy moments ago. Crispy did a very good job in there, but obviously Anonymous did get the best of you, and I'll tell you, it really is a hard game to really withstand your opponents, isn't it? It's not an easy thing.
And like those guns that Mist has, if you look, see the boogie bombs, like these guns, these weapons that the opponents have, like Mist has a real gun that's really good gun if you know how to use it. And same with the boogie bombs that Anonymous has, like these guns that these guys have, they have to use their advantage, and they're really showing that they can do this. You have to be comfortable with your guns, you have to learn to adapt, and these guys are showing that right now during this game night.
I'll tell you, Mist has actually adapted, I can guarantee you that, and evolved to the superstar that we see today. He would love that superstardom. He would love to actually gain so much wisdom and knowledge in a game like this, but aside from gaining all that, he would also love to really strut around here as a champion to prove to everybody that he really is the best of the best. And by the way that it looks like, perhaps maybe Mist might be the person to actually go around and really go, well, tell everyone that he's a champion for a reason.
Yeah,
based on his attitude.
I would just like to let you know. Oh my gosh, what a shot by Mist with the railgun, no scope. This shows how good this person is, and I make a point here, Adrian, that Anonymous 261 is squeezing. Anonymous 260 is a Kai. I think you know that, but I'm making sure you just confirm.
So Squeezy is 2-6-1. And
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, moments ago we saw the victory there. Mr. of course getting a second victory. Oh my goodness. Misty now is getting closer and closer, but it's not over just yet as we enter in around 4 out of 10. Remember folks, the winner is obviously going to become the champion. How do you win this game? The most amount of round wins will officially lead you to that championship victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here live tonight on EON Network. Thanks for inviting us in your living rooms for EON Network presented the Championship Night. Night of Champions, our premium event for November. Obviously, titles up for grabs. Still come tonight. It will be a championship night on Rocket League. Cannot wait for that, Crispy. Of course, Rocket League also a very incredible, and I mean incredible, classic game. Of course, Rocket League making its debut in EON Network back in 2017.
I'm really excited that it's gotten back because it used to not really be a staple game in EON. I mean, it was, of course. Then there was a period where it was just Fortnite Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm happy that some of these guys can be able to do that game night because we all want to have fun here, and we brought that one back.
All about entertainment, all about making sure that you really have a good time. Looking at Kent321 right now. I mean, this is just a personal note. I like his skin. The lizard.
Oh, that's
pretty cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Also wanted to say that Fortnite made its debut on EON Network back in 2018, and ever since we never looked back. Honestly, Fortnite is one of the best games out there. Many people might have a disagreement when it comes to that, but bottom line is Fortnite obviously made it to become one of the most popular games of all of history.
It's really been shown that it's been a really popular game. It's kind of been dying the past couple of years, but they brought it back with things like Permanent OG, which is really fun, and he's bringing back Chapter 2 Remix, and it's all of this stuff that they can try to do to bring Fortnite back as a game that you want to play.
What the gaming culture is all about, trying to attract all the great members, and another anonymous, 263 that is, was actually killed by Kai2Crazy, who is looking to make sure he does win this round here tonight to try to tie Mr. Mist.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if we got a tie here because we obviously know that Mist has 1 and Kai, and so Mist has 2 and Kai has 1. So it's not out for Kai, and Mist might have a little bit of confidence. So it's anyone's game.
Right, everybody does have the equal amount of opportunity. Of course, there's 6 rounds left, so there's still a lot of chances. You can already see now Mist now turning his attention against Kai. That's below him. And Kai versus Mist, we could be seeing a preview, a little bit of a prelude for what could be happening in the main event here. I mean, can you imagine Mist and Kai one-on-one? That would be a battle of the ages. These guys seem to have each other's numbers, it seems like. As you can see, this matchup is breaking down. There's Crispy, though. You got to watch out. Crispy.
Oh, shoot, man.
Actually almost getting caught there, it looks like, by Mist, and Mr. Ken has been eliminated by Kai2Crazy. Kai now begins to feel it. Can he actually continue? Is Crispy getting bombarded yet again? And that's Mist who just eliminated you.
Yeah,
Nugget just got eliminated.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a player like Mist and a player like Kai. We're always asking a question, who is going to be the person to stop Kai's streak? Because obviously there's a big deal going around is Kai just gets eliminated by Mist. Kai has been a player that has risen through EON's rankings very quickly, more than I think I've seen anyone come. And we were wondering who is going to beat this person. I wonder if Mist possibly could be that person, Adrian.
Well, it could be here tonight. We're going to find out in just a minute. But you mentioned Kai, and it's a very good point that you just made. The fastest growing superstar that I can remember in EON Network. I cannot remember a time that we actually recruited a new member. He joined us, and he won every single game from Rocket League to Halo to even Fortnite. Now, despite the fact that Mist is celebrating 3 victories here tonight, we are now cutting in the middle of this game. We're in the midpoint now officially. Round 5 out of 10. There's still a lot of, rounds left for the rest of the members as well to really get themselves back in this match.
Yeah, there's still an opportunity. Mist does not have 4 wins. Mist has 3 wins. Anybody could do anything they want, and they could really just pull out 4 wins in a row, and they could be in the lead.
They could, but that's a big if. It's becoming harder and harder by the rounds. As you can see, this matchup now is going to be taking place in just a moment. Of course, titles up for grabs. Who's going to become that solo champion to face Echo for the championship? And within a couple of weeks, champion versus champion to determine the true champion, the solo champion on Fortnite. Look at this now, Nugget and Crispy, one-on-one to this matchup. Mist got shotgun moments ago. Crispy, of course, turned his attention to the... Yeah, Mist actually got eliminated, so this is going to be a very interesting developing story. This is, out of everyone here, I think it's Kai2Crazy that might be happy that Mist has been eliminated. Oh, man, and Nugget getting shotgunned by Crispy's own. You can see here, like I said, Crispy, it looks like you're gaining some sort of confidence beginning of the build right now.
Yeah, that was a Rainbow Six Siege peek. If EON taught me anything, it was taught me how to peek in Rainbow Six Siege. So I used that to my advantage there. I got a great shot on Nugget.
And Anonymous, AK Kai2 Crazy is already looking right at you, Crispy. Turning his focus against you. Crispy a bit vulnerable before he decided to go downward, and that was a really good strategy on your end. There's Ken on the bottom. And Kai2 Crazy at the top now aiding himself. Looks like actually regaining some strategy. Continues the assault. The ambush continues. Kai2 Crazy literally like a hawk from the top.
Yeah,
he's
man,
going
these
to make sure. Oh, man. And that was Ken who got eliminated moments ago. From Anonymous 261, as you said, it was Squeaky, I believe.
Yes. Squeezy.
Oh, Squeezy. Can see Anonymous 261 would also love this chance to win. Of course, remember, Mist is out of the game right now, so this is a great chance and opportunity for everyone, especially for Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy would love to win it here to make it into a second round victory. The undefeated Kai2 Crazy. Like I said, like a hawk at this point in time, just standing above the platform, looking downward and seeing exactly what's going to be taking place. And as Anonymous 261 and Crispy now, look at this, these two going at it, one-on-one. 261 eliminating Crispy.
Great shot.
Hey, Kai2 Crazy going to take advantage over a distracted Anonymous there.
Yeah, Kai2 Crazy might pull off this one.
And I'll tell you, it could happen. Anonymous 661 fresh off the victory over Crispy, of course, moments ago, but it could be just moments away from Kai2 Crazy officially knocking out Anonymous 261.
Yeah, he's taking some storm damage.
Squeezy. Yeah, Squeeze and Anonymous, AK Kai2 Crazy. These two guys really have a lot of passion in a game like this, and they're going very quickly.
Oh,
the
Kai's
speed
low. What a shot.
Kai's indeed low. And I'll tell you, it could be perhaps maybe Squeaky's, or I should say Squeezy's time to perhaps maybe win this entire game in this entire round. But Kai2 Crazy.
Gosh.
Oh my God, he got the victory! How the hell did he get the victory there?
That's why we've learned how this player is so good, because he adapts. If he loses a lot of health, he doesn't play scared. He still plays aggressive, and it leads for mistakes. And that's what Squeeze did. He made a mistake, and Kai capitalized.
And you cannot make those mistakes. The fact is, one little mistake can cost you. But we saw that moments ago, and I cannot believe it was absolutely incredible. The fact that Kai2 Crazy, rising slowly, now has 2 points. It's not over just yet, ladies and gentlemen. As we're entering in round 6, remember, whomever has the most amount of round wins, will win the championship. Just imagine how big it would be for Kai2 Crazy to win a title this evening. Find out in just a matter of moments, though, who's going to be the one holding on to the prestigious title. As this matchup, of course, is once again beginning round 6 out of 10. Of course, folks, we would like to take the chance to remind everybody that immediately following Fortnite, we have more competition over there in the bright lights of Rocket League. If you would like to attend the Rocket League event, of course, you're more than welcome to. Here we go. Matchup, like I said, is underway. Round 6 officially started. There's Crispy moments ago, was able to, of course, withstand some of the shots here.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard. Like, if we look at these lobbies, like last game I got a kill on Nugget, and then I immediately got beamed from all these players. So if one person locks on, another person locks on, the whole lobby will try to get this one player down just to minimize the opponents that leave the fight.
Now, well, the thing that I noticed here, oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's Ken 321, and it looks like Ken had a plan in mind, and he was trying to slip through, perhaps maybe trying to find the next opponent to knock down, and now Ken wisely, once again, trying to make sure he's going to go out of harm's way here as the new acquisition continues his ways.
Shot.
And moments ago, Crispy did get eliminated on behalf of Anonymous 661.
Yes, and I would like, is he still low? No, I did get Kai2 Crazy low, which I thought was going to be a big play. That I immediately got sniped by Squeeze, which is a great snipe. And I think Squeeze is going to die here, and he does get eliminated by Kai.
Kai2 Crazy was the man responsible for that, you're right. And Ken, Y2 missed. And it looks like Kai2 Crazy the last 3 standing here. Mist versus Ken versus Kai2 Crazy to determine who's going to be the official last man standing for round 6. For Ken, it would be very, very good for him to try to win this round, to try to solidify himself as a very formidable force here in Fortnite. Going to be a very, very important task ahead of him. But he's in there with Kai2 Crazy and Mist. It's going to be a very tough task nevertheless. Anonymous now up and over the top. It looks like that's Kai2 Crazy yet again. Landing on his feet, missing through a couple of shots though. YN Mist now does not want to lose. Exactly, does not want to lose. Oh, and indeed by Kai2 Crazy. It's coming down to this. Mist versus none other than Kai2 Crazy. Interesting story here because if Anonymous, of course, if Kai2 Crazy does actually get this victory over Mist, then it looks like these two are going to be tied.
Yeah, they would definitely be tied, and I think this is very interesting positioning. Mist has the high ground, and Mats aren't, I don't think, going to be concerned just yet, but even Kai is being like, hey, I still need to get some bricks, so he's going to farm the ground, and Mist can't do that since he's on height. So Mist just got to use his bullets and try to make sure that Kai does not get more materials.
You mentioned the height many times before, how sometimes obviously the person with the height does have the advantage, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be the case this time. At least maybe, not in this time. Kai2 Crazy just knows what he's doing here, and I'll tell you, it looks like he's not going to be stopping anytime soon. He knows what he's doing in there, Crispy. Ooh. But wait a minute, though. He could be a sitting duck because it was Y2. I should say YN Mist. Mr. Mist himself saw Kai2 Crazy out in the open, a vulnerable Kai2 Crazy in which Mist was able to shoot down. Kai2 Crazy did lose an amount of health, but it looks like he regenerated.
Yes, Kai2 Crazy had to use a slurp fish and some slurp juice, but I think he only has 2. I can't really see because there's a little bit of a bug on my screen, but Kai2 Crazy is not as many heals as Mist. As not having much heals as Mist does. So Kai is gonna have to. He's probably not gonna want to pressure, but he's gonna try to get some easy shots on Mist. But Mist with another shot, definitive shot even on Kai.
With the fact that Kai2 Crazy might have a
problem
more of an opening here in this match, perhaps maybe it's going to give him the advantage. But you got to believe now. Looks like Mist and Kai2 Crazy, they're going to be battling one-on-one to determine who really is going to be the last man standing.
Oh
my God!
Mist
that came out of nowhere.
Kai on height.
That literally came out of nowhere.
Yes, and there's a reason why that happened. Kai didn't use his walls to guard himself, and Mist knew, hey, I only have one more slurp fish, and I know that he has campfires. I don't have campfires. I have to rush this person, and he did exactly that, and he got the kill.
So obviously Kai2 Crazy was very close in actually winning this matchup. He was very close had it not been for that mistake. And remember, we said it, mistakes do happen often, but the thing is, mistakes can cost you, and we saw a prime example of that moments ago. But this is round 7 out of 10, and let's go ahead and reset the stage here. Misty has 4 points, Anonymous, aka, Kai2 Crazy, he has 2, and I'll tell you, Crispy, it's still possible for Kai2 Crazy to still come back in this match.
It is.
It's still absolutely
you don't want to count these people out because we've seen people come back from just treacherous numbers. We saw Echo, like Siege, I love to bring this one out. Echo was down like some crazy. He was like down 3-0 against this guy, and then he came back from 3-0. It was crazy, and he got the win. It was maybe the best Siege play I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, you're referring to the matchup that took place a couple of months back. You're right, Echo, of course, it seemed that he didn't really have a chance to win, and yet at the last second, he was able to rise back up. That could be the story here for Kai2 Crazy as this match, like I said, is underway. Here we go, Anonymous 261. AK Squeezy looks like he's trying to use the weapons at hand. Maybe looking around and making sure he's going to try to gain the pace. Oh my, Kai2 Crazy just slid through, and now Kai2 Crazy and Anonymous, these guys are really going at it one-on-one back and forth, and Ken just got sniped by Mist. Remember, Mist actually is pretty decent when it comes to the sniper. In fact, he used that same sniper rifle to knock down the last one of the last men standing in the previous round. It was none other than Kai2 Crazy.
Yeah, it was a really great shot, and we have to watch out for these guys because a lot of guys have very specific guns they're good at. If they have that gun, you're going to beat it in a hard way.
Again, you're looking live on Fortnite. It is a free-for-all battle to determine who's going to become the Solos champion. Echo, the champion himself, the Fortnite Solos champion, obviously is going to be defending the title against the winner of this one. First ever champion versus champion in the history of EON Network to crown themselves the official champion. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be a blockbuster match. Main event, champion versus champion, but we got to get there first. And tonight, we're going to crown who is that champion. No, you get eliminated. There's Mist moments ago, the winner of the man who, I should say the winner of the previous round, the man looking to make sure he's going to win this entire game. And now turning his focus again against Kai2 Crazy. Kai2 Crazy is going to have to make it stay out of harm's way right now. Does not know exactly where this was at least for a moment there. You're right. Looks like Kai2 Crazy having a bit of trouble right now, but still does have enough room to rejuvenate his entire health.
Yeah, it's a really interesting zone here. We have 4 players left. Big zone. Oh, and what a great kill by Squeezy on me. You know, it shows
But
you
the thing
can't
is-
panic, you know?
And the thing is, though, developing story, Kai2 Crazy falling from the top to the ground below. Mist actually took a number of points off when it came to the health points of Kai2 Crazy. And the thing is, Kai2 Crazy jumped off, and he, of course, lost the rest of his health. As we're now looking at Y2 and Anonymous. Mist here looking to make sure he's going to get his 5th round win in round 7.
Yeah. And you know what's going to be a really good characteristic about Anonymous right now, I'm really liking about him, he has the Shockwave launcher, and that easily gives him rotation. If he gets boxed by Mist, Shockwave. If something bad happens, he doesn't want Shockwave. But we see the Mist does get the kill on Squeezy.
And Mist himself gaining victory through the fog and mist, so to speak. Mist now looks like he is going to perhaps maybe win this matchup. It's starting to look this way, but it's still any man's game. Obviously, let's put it in perspective. If Kai2 Crazy wins this round, then wins round 9, and then 10, that would actually mean that they're still at a tie. It's still absolutely possible, but it's going to be time for Kai2 Crazy to really get his focus here tonight to make sure that he's going to get this championship match.
Yeah, I would like to acknowledge that we have a new competitor joining us tonight. That'd be Zen. Welcome, Zen.
Well, here we go. Round 8 has officially started here. For all these great competitors and players, we thank them for competing here tonight. In fact, I believe that all the players that we've been seeing tonight have so much potential to one day become a champion, and it could happen. But tonight, we're looking at 2 superstars who actually could be the champions at the end of the night. Those being Mist and Kai2 Crazy. We got to emphasize on those 2 over the next few rounds right now.
Kai2 Crazy getting sprayed by the whole lobby here. He might die.
Well, the thing is, if you were Kai2 Crazy, you would hope that perhaps maybe everybody here would actually be gunning for Mist.
Yeah, that'd be true. That's what we've seen in a lot of games. I'd be up, and people would go for me, so the game would last longer. And it's annoying, but it's smart. It's just a strategic play, and you have to acknowledge that.
But the thing is here, obviously, when it comes to Kai2 Crazy, it looks like you're right, it looks like everybody was gunning for the guy, but it looks like, thankfully, he was able to make it to a very secure spot, secluded himself away from the incoming shots, and now really goes back on the attack and the offense. Mist is up above. We talked about the high trajectory now. He does have, being Mist does have the high advantage now. But it looks like there you were, Crispy. It looks like you're looking right into the eyes of Mist for at least only a moment there.
Yeah, I was very scared. I don't want to play Mist. He's a little bit better than me. So I'm going to try to go away if I can and not fight that person if I don't have to.
And again, let's talk about the personality of Mist, though. Of course, seeing him over the past few months on Discord exclusively, he's been a little brash. He can be a little cocky, but Mist, of course, is dang good. That's the problem here. I mean, imagine if Mist wins the championship, he's going to go around, and he's going to go be just strutting around with that title achievement.
That could obviously happen.
And Ken, right across the map, can see already perhaps maybe this is going to be the time for Y2, or I should say Mist, to make me, or at least make sure he's going to knock down Ken, and Ken just got eliminated.
Oh my gosh, what a good shot, as we're seeing Anonymous getting a great shot on Crispy. Both Squeezy and Kai are in the same box right now. This could be very hectic for both of them.
You know, you would imagine for both Anonymous, at least at this stage, maybe it would be beneficial for them to team up to go knock down Mist. But then again, it's a free-for-all match. There's no such thing as teams, but you never know. Perhaps a temporary strategy, although we'll find out if that's going to take place. As Mist now understands that's Kai. Kai's near him. And out with a shot.
Ooh, what a shot
Kai now
Mist.
getting weakened. Kai now rejuvenating once again. Can he actually win it, though? Can he make this round win? Can he actually do so? Can he do the impossible?
Oh, what a shot by Mist again. Mist is taking out these people one by one. This is very interesting tactic by Mist. He's being calm, he's being collected, and he's getting easy little shots. If I were Squeezy and Kai, I would really try to team up here like you were trying to say, Adrian.
And you're right, and we saw Mist going to work on one of the men, then going to work on the other.
Yeah,
this has been a tactical
deal.
This has been a very, very tactical night for Mist.
It has.
I mean, he knows what he's doing in there, and obviously the man really has everything calculated, and there's a reason why he's so good, and Mist, of course, employing that this evening, and he's really showcasing why he is a formidable force.
Yeah, Adrian has been, sorry, Miss has been doing a really good job, but I don't really want to give all the credit to him because these guys showed up, they're playing hard, and people like Nugget E, people like Chicken, they might not be the best at Fortnite, but they're still here. They're still trying to do well in Fortnite. You can't not give them applause, you know?
Kinda Crazy got eliminated moments ago. And now it's Mist.
Oh,
Anonymous here.
Mist dies.
And can you imagine, though? Mist may have lost, but it looks like Anonymous, a.k.a. Squeezy, got the victory. But ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed confirmed. Congratulations to Mist. He's your Fortnite champion.
Good stuff by Mist. This will be very interesting to see him go against Echo. What do you think that match will be looking like, Adrian?
Well, that right there is going to be, perhaps in my opinion, one of the greatest matches we'll ever see in EON Network
really fun match,
when it comes to Echo and, well, Mist one-on-one. Champion versus champion to win officially and become the concrete champion.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that happen, and I want to give a hats off to everyone who showed up tonight. Like I kind of didn't get any wins. I still stayed. A lot of these guys, Nugget didn't get a win, but he still stayed. Playing Alka just joined, Anonymous 264 just joined. We still have players joining, and that shows how fun EON is, how fun our tournaments are, and how we need more players to come because we have a great community and stuff. And so there's no reason for you not to stay the whole time. If we have people that might not be as good, but let's say you're good, but you leave, like it shows your character. And these guys have just a really strong character. You have to applaud that.
Yeah, and I got to say that, in fact, everybody did a really good job. In fact, of course, I really, really respect about every single person who actually competed here tonight. They really were doing what they could to make sure they were going to win this matchup. And you're right, they could have left the game. They could have actually left the matchup. They knew for a fact that Mist was going to win the championship, and yet they still stayed. Why? Because of the heart and dedication they have here on EON Network. Obviously, the passion that they have when it comes to all these great games that are presented every single weekend. And that's what EON Network is all about, presenting these great games for you, our great fans. But also, it's not over for Kinda Crazy, because despite the fact that he lost this free-for-all match, I would like to say that he still has an interesting statistic. He has never lost a 1v1 match when it comes to one-on-one battles. So, of course, he still has that undefeated streak on his head. When it comes to one-on-one matches, Kinda Crazy has never lost.
Who did he play on once before?
Well, the thing is, we actually saw him, and the one's going to be taking place on Rocket League very soon. As you can see, Nugget this time around knocking down 264 Anonymous. But let's talk about Halo as well, and the one-on-one series that we saw many times. It was great. Of course, Kinda Crazy was able to win all the 1v1s that took place on Halo, and of course, also on Rocket League. As you can see, Crispy, the my great partner right now, really having fun in there. Your thoughts, your analysis, what's your assessment when it comes to this game here?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, I know people don't like when there's an announcer that plays in game, but I think it's essential. I think it's essential for the game. If you don't have someone in the game kind of thinking about what's happening, I think it ruins the podcast. I think you need to have a person here. Yeah?
Gives a unique perspective.
Yeah, and I think that you've seen how these guys have been playing really well. I don't think this is a match that kind of needs to say like, oh, this was a loss. This was not a loss. These guys are very good, and so you have to understand that. And he played really well. He just has some things to improve on. Now he notices that. And so we're probably even getting a better Kai in the future.
Crispy, moments ago, you just got shotgunned by Anonymous 261, and you mentioned how a Kai in the future, and again, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, you just never know who's going to be stepping foot inside EON Network. I mean, we could perhaps maybe one day be seeing one of the greatest of the greats actually enter EON Network, but really, it all depends on how the person plays at the end of the day. Anybody could potentially be the best of the best if they put in a lot of work and practice into it, and then boom, they can become the best of the best. So it can be anybody.
Yeah.
And Nugget up above, and Anonymous and Nugget, the last two standing here. Who's going to win? It looks like round 9 of 10. This is the penultimate matchup here this evening. But congratulations to Mist, though, at least in my opinion here, honestly does have a great chance in maybe knocking off Echo. And I believe Echo is one of the greatest, if not the greatest Fortnite player. But the way Mist was playing tonight, very aggressive. He was very, very down to just completely destroying the opponent. Very destructive in my mind, but also very calculated. And when you add those two words together, it means business for the guy.
Yeah, these guys have been playing really well. It's going to be hard to go against Echo because we've seen how good of a formidable force he's been these game nights. He's been, how long is this undefeated streak for in Fortnite? Like years? Yeah, for Echo.
Echo's actually been, you're right, he's been the champion, I'd say, for the past year now.
That's crazy. So we have a guy who's been here for a year and has not lost a single 1v1 match in Fortnite. Going against new competitors like Mist, like Kai, like Nugget, like Alka, like all these guys, you have to show that this guy's been here for so long. You can't not take him seriously.
Squeezy was able to win this match here tonight. And you're right. I mean, Echo obviously has been able to win every single matchup when it came to the championships on Fortnite. This is the reason why he's still the champion tonight. So eventually, though, whenever we see this one-on-one battle between Mist and Echo, the question really will begin. Is it going to be the last time that Echo is going to be known as an undefeated superstar as the champion on Fortnite, or will it be Mist's time? And can you imagine an era with Mist? Listen, personally, and not trying to start anything, but again, I've seen the way Mist does act behind the scenes. He's not really the nicest guy.
Yeah, there have been some things he said. I don't want to all put it against him. I want to forgive the guy because he's done it in the past. There have been some things he said. There have been things I've been said as well that have not been good, you know? And I feel like this guy could be someone who will not act the way he's acted. He's been nicer. I feel like in the past, I know you probably shouldn't bring politics up into it, but I wasn't nice during politics. A lot of people were nice. But I think we need to move on. I think that he could be a nice guy in the future, even if he does win or lose in the final.
Well, it has come down to this here, Crispy. The final match of the evening, round 10 out of 10. Obviously, you probably might be wondering, why are we still playing this game? Well, because of the last lap. We always have that. Yeah, exactly. The last lap, and really see who's going to be the person with the last laugh. We know that Mist is winning. We know that Mist is the champion. But who's going to walk out of here as perhaps maybe the guy sending a message saying to the winner, Mist, hey, you might have won this match, but look at me. I'm actually the last man standing in this entire game.
I love that.
We'll find out exactly what took place.
Love it. It shows that these guys, hey, you might have still won, but I still got a chance, you know? It gives you the whole tournament of a chance in order to get a win and show these guys, hey, I don't mess around.
And it looks like, Crispy, you were getting bombarded there by Mr. BDUrillion 08.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do right now, so I'm just going to go down. But, you know, you have to learn how to adapt. And, you know, EON's been doing a great job with that in game. Now you have to learn to adapt to situations. And we should probably even bring back Chaos Dome in the future, Adrian. That'd be a fun map to do again.
Oh, that was very, that was classic. Honestly, vintage. Matchup underway, and we know, obviously, up next it is Rocket League. Of course, many players are going to be standing by to compete in that matchup to determine who will be the solos champion on Rocket League on Night of Champions. The night where championships will be up for grabs, and of course, the champion holders will be going to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see some of the championship matches we'll have in the future. This might be one of the most important and influential championship maps that we've seen on EON in the past couple years.
Question is, who's going to become and who's actually going to make sure they're going to actually become that champion, obviously, to send the shockwaves in the community here as Crispy continues to duke and dodge, now trying to avoid him. I believe that was one of the anonymous members there. That's Anonymous 261. Oh my goodness gracious, what will be taking place, Crispy? You got to watch out because it looks like they're getting closer and closer to you.
They are. They're both getting very close to me. I'm trying to lock in if I can, but it's going to be very hard here in these last couple minutes in the ultimate round.
So we're going to find out exactly what's going to take place. Crispy obviously doing the smart thing, trying to make sure he's going to re-aid himself.
Ooh, I have no mats.
Fortnite is just a game where it's unpredictable, you know. It's these games where it's really fast-paced, and you gotta watch out for everything. Moments ago, it looks like Kai2 Crazy just knocked you down.
Yeah, it was a really good break kill by Kai2 Crazy. Oh, Kai2 Crazy just boxed him, but he's low. What a kill.
And that's what it is! Kai2 Crazy standing tall there, sending the message. He still has what it takes.
BDUrillion was so close. Kai2 was like 4 HP, but great kill by Kai. Really capitalized on that moment where he was in distress. Really good game night, Adrian. Really good.
Kai2 Crazy does have the last laugh of the evening. Mist is your champion, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Mist will have his attention focused on Echo.
Yeah. He called him out.
Well, ladies, of course, you're right. Looks like Mr. Mist here, a little brash already, saying that Echo will go down. And, of course, calling out Echo. And this is the This is what I'm talking about. Seems to be a little brash and cocky. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, it is Rocket League for titles up for grabs to determine who will become the solo champion. It is now officially time for one of the greatest games as well to, of course, officially premiere with the championships on the line. That's next.